Russian occupiers continue to attack Ukraine. During the shelling of residential buildings, the Russian fascists hit the oldest part of Kharkiv and caused serious damages. A fire department, which was built in 1887, was damaged by the occupiers. The building has the status of an architectural monument and a local significance. According to the Ministry of Culture and Information Policy of Ukraine, the station building was severely damaged due to the shelling. The State Emergency Service of Ukraine in Kharkiv region promptly responded by reinforcing the ruins to prevent further destruction. 12 bodies of civilians recovered from under the debris of Mykolaiv Regional State Administration. Airstrikes conducted by the Russian forces on the morning of March 29 in Mykolaiv. The 9-story administrative facility was shelled. As a result, the central section of the Regional State Administration building was destroyed from the 9th to the 1st floor. No fire followed. 12 dead and 22 injured people were found and search and rescue works are underway at the site. This picture, which was shared by the military from the Operational Command, North, shows the cynicism of the Russian occupiers. A shell landed on a playground. It is reported that the occupiers once again aimed at civilian infrastructure, even directly at the playground, where children played in peacetime. The shell hit the playground on the Gold Coast, a central beach in Chernihiv. A photo that needs no explanation, but fully reveals the cynical, morally low nature of the Russian enemy. Operational Command, North, on its page. The Russian military shelled residential areas of Lysychansk. There are casualties. On March 30, at about 6:30 a.m. EEST, Russian occupation forces shelled residential areas in Lysychansk with heavy weaponry. This was reported by the head of the Luhansk Regional State Administration, Serhiy Haidai. A number of high-rise buildings were destroyed during the shelling. There are people under the wreckage. They are being rescued by the employees of the State Emergency Service. 5 people have already been saved. 8 evacuated to safety. 1 person died. The occupiers were shelling Chernihiv all night. The market, the library, and the shopping center suffered damages. They also inflicted an airstrike on Nizhin. Despite their statements, the Russian occupiers did not reduce their activity in the Chernihiv region. Thus, during the night, the occupiers opened fire on civilian objects in Chernihiv and launched airstrikes on the city of Nizhin. On the night of March 30, a market and a shopping center in the center of Chernihiv were on fire due to the shelling by Russians. It was reported to Suspilny news agency in the press service of the SES of the region. It was also reported by the head of the Chernihiv Regional State Administration, Vyacheslav Chaus, and Suspilny Chernihiv. The enemy has shown a decrease in activity in the Chernihiv region by striking Nizhin, including from air, Chaus said. In Mariupol, occupiers took turns raping a woman for several days in front of her 6-year-old son. She later died of her wounds. Her young son's hair turned gray. This is not a horror movie. Rape, violence, murder. This is what Russian World stands for. The operational update regarding the Russian invasion on 18.00 on March 30, 2022. The 35th day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to the Russian military invasion continues. The Russian enemy continues to conduct full-scale armed aggression against Ukraine. Some units of the armed forces of the Russian Federation are being partially withdrawn from the territory of Kyiv and Chernihiv oblasts. The Russian enemy has significant difficulties with the introduction of combat equipment removed from long-term storage. Thus, according to available information, a significant amount of inoperable equipment was found in the 163rd Tank Regiment of the 150th Motorized Rifle Division. The Russian enemy is considering the possibility of transporting faulty equipment to the temporarily occupied territories of Donetsk region with the help of tractors, for its further restoration. The enemy continues to suffer significant losses. According to the available information, on March 28, a farewell ceremony with the fallen Russian servicemen took place at the permanent location of the 83rd Separate Assault Brigade. Their number is approximately 200 people. The self-proclaimed leadership of the Republic of Belarus continues to deny participation in the war against Ukraine, freely providing territories for the Russian armed forces, airfields and transport networks, as well as locations for cruise and ballistic missile launchers. At the same time, in accordance with international legal acts, an aggressor can be considered a country that provides its airspace, its territory for strikes on a third country. The Republic of Belarus also provides the Russian occupiers with the opportunity to use the network of medical institutions on its territory. So, during the last days to the settlement of Naruvlia of the Gomel area, arrival from the territory of Ukraine of a large number of the Russian military men of various degree of wounds is noted.
Let's win together. Glory to Ukraine. Academy.media was with